I'm on a mission to eat the best sandwiches in all 50 US states. As a quick refresher, I'm eating at 3 different spots in each state. I'm choosing those places based on what the state is known for making. And at the end of each video, I will choose the best sandwich I ate to represent that state. We're on our second state of the US sandwich tour, and today's state is West Virginia. Now, unlike Pennsylvania, who is known for both Philadelphia cheesesteaks and Pittsburgh-style sandwiches, West Virginia is by far known for one particular sandwich, that being the pepperoni roll. And you might be like, wait, but Joey, the pepperoni roll doesn't really look like a sandwich. And to that, I would say, shut the hell up. This is my video. A pepperoni roll is incredibly simple. It's a soft white yeast bread roll with seasoned pepperoni baked inside of the dough, and that's it. They were created in the 1920s as a practical, portable lunch for coal miners in West Virginia. Yeah, coal miners. That's what Kendrick Lamar was talking about in his hit song, Not Like Us. Oh, sorry, my producer's talking to me right now. That's not what he was saying? Okay, not to get political right off the bat, but a lot of people would probably say the pepperoni roll is not a sandwich. Not me, though. To get a better idea of this, let's pull out the sandwich alignment chart that was first made on Twitter by Matt Tomic. Wherever you fall in this sandwich alignment chart depends on how pure or rebellious you are with both structure and ingredients. How I like to decide is I go from the most extreme example and then work my way back up. Let's start with structure rebel and ingredient rebel, aka radical sandwich anarchy. I don't think a Pop-Tart is a sandwich. A Pop-Tart is most certainly not a sandwich. And that's the only thing I disagree with on here, so a pepperoni roll is a sandwich. That morning, I woke up in Pittsburgh after going to Permane Brothers the previous night for my first stop on the U.S. sandwich tour.
I gotta run, so I don't feel guilty about eating like shit.
We have 3 stops to go to today in West Virginia for pepperoni rolls, but since your boy's eating a lot of bread in this challenge, I gotta run 7 miles. So let's cue the downtown Pittsburgh running montage. That was awesome. Time for West Virginia. The best way to tour a city, in my unbiased opinion, is to run through it, and I really enjoyed my self-guided tour of downtown Pittsburgh. Also, fun fact, Pittsburgh's named the City of Bridges, and I was like, yeah, okay, like 20 bridges or so. It has 20 bridges, right? It has 446 bridges, which is 11 more than Venice, giving it the most bridges in a city in the world. I learned all this because of sandwiches, by the way. Thank you very little. Nothing better than a nice clean shave after a run. I feel fantastic. Time to go to West Virginia. Anyways, I had about an 80-minute drive from Pittsburgh to my first stop of the day in Morgantown, West Virginia, home of West Virginia University, and our first pepperoni roll spot, Chico Bakery. Yeah, or so I thought. Hello, Chase. Chase, you came from an hour away. Chase came from an hour or so away to eat pepperoni rolls with me in Morgantown, and this is the first time I've ever met him. But if you saw one of my previous videos, I ate the worst pizza in America. He was at that spot, but that was after I filmed this project. So for you, this is the second time you've met Chase, but right now it's the first time I met him in this video. I don't know why I'm still talking. We were really excited to try Chico Bakery, which would be my first ever pepperoni roll, but then I realized they don't sell to individuals. They used to have like a small bakery shop to my knowledge, but now they're like this huge corporation. They're like out of a giant warehouse. A guy literally off a factory line told me that if I wanted to come back next week, I could get pepperoni rolls, but they had nothing for me right now. Yeah, I don't think so, pal. I have a busy week of deleting yeast. I don't have time to come back to West Virginia. It is absolutely downpouring. Okay, devastating news. So I'm going to another place in town that I was recommended. Fortunately, I did have a backup plan for another pepperoni roll spot in Morgantown for some reason. Oh! Yeah. And that place was called the Pepperoni Roll Bar, which, you know, makes sense. Now, there was some thought with choosing these pepperoni roll spots, clearly not a lot though. And I wanted to acknowledge a lot of people told me the best places to get a pepperoni roll in West Virginia is just like at any gas station or convenience store. And I appreciate everybody that said that. However, this is one of those moments where I put on this thing called #selective hearing. I did not listen. We're doing it again. Thank you for surviving. Hopefully this place isn't a giant corporation. Are you excited? Very excited. Me too. I'm very hungry. Hope you are hungry. Thank you very much. Cheese is usually an add-on for pepperoni rolls, and Chase and I got 3 different flavors of pepperoni rolls for the cheese: pepper jack, provolone, and plain, which plain doesn't sound very good. That's like, What are you gonna eat? Metal? That's not great. What's that? Oh, plain. Plain. Really quite is a miracle that I'm allowed to put money on a credit card without anybody's supervision, because I bought way too many pepperoni rolls. But enough chit chat. Let's dig in. After eating my first pepperoni roll, I see the vision. Not only is it portable, but it's hot. Like a Nintendo Switch 2 without a tariff. Sorry. The soft, chewy dough and the texture of the seasoned pepperoni really went nice together. And there was a lot of pepperoni in every bite, which I support as somebody who is pro pep. If Chase wasn't here, I probably would have deleted all these pepperoni rolls. So thank you, Chase, for saving my gut today. Out of 42 points, what would you give this?
50.
That's awesome. I'm so sorry for giving you a horrible number. I ain't a coal miner. Heck, I'm far from it. My role in society is pretty insignificant compared to coal miners. But I tell you what, after having this pepperoni roll today, maybe I should mine something. Maybe like Bitcoin. I heard it's pretty high right now. Sorry. And after eating at the pepperoni roll bar, I can confidently say that this place should be named after pepperoni rolls because they were very good. That was really, really good. Pepperoni rolls hit the spot. They're gonna fill me up today. Before leaving town, I got invited by Tatum to go to a second place that has pepperoni rolls as a little bonus. Backyard Pizza and Raw Bar in downtown Morgantown. But wait, Joey, why would you go here if it's not gonna count for the project? Free food, duh. This time we had a little marinara sauce to dip the pepperoni rolls in, and they were very delicious. So thank you to Backyard Pizza and Raw Bar for the nourishment. That was free, by the way. Why did I just talk like I had a stoma? At this rate, I'm gonna probably have to run a marathon a day just to stay in shape, but f it, we ball. All right, bye. I'm trying to wave to you and I can't, okay? Bye, guys. Before leaving town, Chase gifted me a Captain Pikachu Pokemon card and an absurd amount, yet practical amount for me, of Pepto-Bismol. Thank you, man. I worry about a lot of things, to be honest with you guys, but since I have a lot of awesome subscribers, one thing I don't have to worry about is diarrhea because of the Pepto-Bismol. So thank you. Also, Pepto, please sponsor me. This is crazy. This is an absurd amount of Pepto. This probably is going to be good for the whole trip. Also, again, during this entire project, I will be raising money for the Greater Cleveland Food Bank, which is my local food bank. 1 in every 6 people in America are food insecure, meaning they do not know where their next meal will come from. The Greater Cleveland Food Bank takes care of over 400,000 people in our area, and they do a damn good job at it as well. If you'd like to donate, I'd encourage you to do so with the link in my bio, or I also encourage you to donate to your local food bank. Thank you very much. After about a 30-minute drive from Morgantown, I landed in Fairmont, West Virginia to our second stop of the trip. And this spot has a lot of historical significance, so buckle up for some history. The Country Club Bakery is our next spot. You've been here for 2 hours. You're a legend, and you just got here, which is good. So did I. I just got here. Do you want to go in again?
Hell yeah.
All right, let's do it. And it was at this very bakery in 1927 that the pepperoni roll was invented. It's like a mean celebrity. The pepperoni roll was first created here by Giuseppe Argiro in 1927. There's no shot I pronounced that correctly, but if the person making your pepperoni rolls name is Giuseppe, it's probably the right person making it. As you'll see in a second, pepperoni rolls do not need to be refrigerated to be stored, which made them a perfect portable meal for the coal miners. And fun fact, the pepperoni roll name was synonymous with miner's lunch. Also, if you're a coal miner, I just wanted to say I appreciate you. Maybe send me a DM and I can buy you a latte. Just kidding, you probably drink black coffee. One thing I was a little bummed about were that the pepperoni rolls weren't like freshly baked. I mean, maybe they were baked that day or sometime this week, but I kind of just got them in a plastic bag. They weren't warm or as fresh as the ones from the pepperoni roll bar that I just got. This is what it's all about. Also, FYI, I got a shirt. All right, it's a party. Got the water. A few more subscribers came to join me for the culinary experience of a lifetime, which, you know, we're not in like the most populated area of West Virginia or in America for that matter, so I appreciate that. Yay, friendship. Together, we got to experience an authentic West Virginia miner's lunch. And, you know, it was fine. I liked it. It wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't warm, like I said. It wasn't the most fresh pepperoni roll, but the pepperoni roll isn't trying to be something it's not. It's just a pepperoni roll. It's pepperoni, it's dough, it's cheese, and it gets the job done. Even though it wasn't the greatest pepperoni roll of all time, I still enjoyed it. And maybe the true pepperoni roll was just the friends we made along the way. What? I said goodbye to my lifelong friends I met 20 minutes ago after not knowing them previously and sharing pepperoni rolls in the back of my truck bed with. Super nice hanging out with people. It's just been good. These trips can get kind of lonely sometimes. It's just nice to kind of hang out with people. One more pepperoni roll spot today, and that's it for West Virginia. Pretty cool. Before heading off on a little less than an hour drive to Buckhannon, West Virginia for our third and final pepperoni stop of the day, and it's called the Donut Spot. Wait, what? It's called the Donut Spot? It's named after donuts? Fun fact, it actually was called the Donut Shop, but then new managers took it over like a few years ago, and they said they rebranded to the Donut Spot. Look, I'm easily confused, but that seems confusing. Also, I'm not an astrophysicist. I'm far from really anything. But I don't think donuts are pepperoni rolls. Are we sure they're going to be good at making pepperoni rolls? I mean, the pepperoni roll bar had the pepperoni roll in the name. What are we doing? But that's when I learned besides making legendary donuts, the Donut Spot also makes legendary pepperoni rolls. Whew. Crisis averted, man. I thought I was going to have some donuts. Wait, that actually sounds pretty good. This place also might be an actual cheat code because it's open 24 hours a day. We need more things open 24 hours a day. That's awesome. I mean, could you imagine if Waffle House was open 24 hours a day? What? Now, I've had enough dough today to feed a corn-fed Nebraskan family of 12, but that's not going to stop me for having more pepperoni rolls, let me tell you. This pepperoni roll from the Donut Spot had a lot more melted cheese, and the pepperoni was shredded this time and not in whole pieces. And you know what? I really liked it. Shocking, right? The fluffy bread dough, the light melted provolone cheese, the juicy and well-seasoned pepperoni bits. This was like the 7th pepperoni roll, I think, that I've had today, but it tasted like it was my first. It was that good. There's not a lot to a good pepperoni roll, but it's in its simplicity where you can find its purity. I don't know what I'm saying. Just a bunch of bullshit. And since we are at the Donut Spot, I had to get some donuts at this spot. I opted to get the Boston cream donut as well as the vanilla glazed donut. And I'm not kidding. I'm not mincing my words when I say this. These two donuts were the best donuts I have ever had in my entire life. Whenever I am in West Virginia next, I will be making a detour to come to the Donut Spot to get donuts. They were that good. These are generational donuts. Okay, so the pepperoni rolls here at the Donut Spot, sensational. The donuts at the Donut Spot changed my life. I think those are the best donuts I've ever had. I'm still thinking about those donuts, man. This place should be closed at 1 p.m. That's how good these donuts are. They should gatekeep the donuts. Before choosing which pepperoni roll was the best overall today, I had to drive 2.5 hours to Harrisonburg, West Virginia to deliberate. Also because I was meeting my cousin there, and that's where my hotel was tonight, but also to deliberate. I'm not just saying that to continue the plot line along, by the way. Also, pro tip, if you ever see a scenic view outlook sign, you always have to stop at that scenic view outlook sign. Wow, this is absolutely breathtaking. I'm just taking this in right now. Oh, sorry, I should flip the camera. That view is majestic. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is crazy. This is insane. I'm so glad I turned around. It's going to be a pain in the ass to go that way without getting in a car accident, but look at this view. This is crazy. After a long drive, delaying my hangout with my cousin by looking at cool mountains and then proceeding to get smoked in billiards by my cousin in Harrisonburg, I came to the conclusion on who has the best sandwich, aka pepperoni roll, in West Virginia. And here are those very results. In third place is Country Club Bakery. Although none of us would be here today without the existence of the... Sorry, I took it too far. Although the pepperoni roll would not exist if it hadn't been for Country Club Bakery creating it in 1927. I just like the other pepperoni rolls better. They were fresh, they were warm, they felt more authentic, to be honest with you. I still enjoyed it though, you know, food. Which means the final showdown for the best pepperoni roll in all of West Virginia is between the Pepperoni Roll Bar in Morgantown and the Donut Spot in Buckhannon. And after much deliberation and a very tough decision, by a slight margin, the winner of the best pepperoni roll in West Virginia, in my completely unbiased opinion, goes to The Pepperoni Roll Bar in Morgantown. Now, I really like the pepperoni roll at the donut spot in Buckhannon. And like I said before, those donuts, oh my gosh. But those pepperoni rolls at the Pepperoni Roll Bar, which is known for making pepperoni rolls, which is convenient because this video is about pepperoni rolls, were very good. I highly recommend anybody try the Pepperoni Roll Bar for anybody who wants to try the authentic sandwich of West Virginia. And boy, we really are stretching the term sandwich already with the second video of this project. But just you wait, people, because whenever I go to Arizona, I'll be trying the Sonoran hot dog and the Navajo taco. That's right, we're calling a hot dog and a taco sandwiches. Let's go. Let's get political, let's get political. Thank you to West Virginia for the nourishment and hospitality. We're 2 states down and only 48 to go. And the next state on the U.S. sandwich tour is Virginia, which according to my calculations is east of West Virginia. We'll see you next time. Peace.
It's off with their heads. It's no secret that I'm obsessed with you for some reason. It's everything you do, the way you walk, when you talk, when you let me down, when you calling me drunk, are you up right now?
Just got gas. Want everybody to know that I did put the pump away.